100%.
Yeah. And so how did that connection happen? How did he bring you on to mix and everything?
Yeah. So when he moved to LA, Alexander 23 moved to LA, he was already homies with my brother, Petro.
Right.
Because they've worked together in the past, and Alexander 23 was in a band that my brother like worked with. And so when he moved to LA, the only person he really knew was my brother. And so one day we all kind of just hung out, the three of us. And my brother was like, hey, like you should have Yanni mix your songs or whatever. And so I started mixing his songs. And it was really low key.
Right.
Like, yeah, I was just mixing his stuff.
Yeah.
And we were also in a band together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was me, Alexander 23, my brother, and like 4 or 5 other people. We were called.
Was that the Top Bunk?
That was Top Bunk.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't know Alexander was in that too.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, okay.
So we kind of like were working together in that world. And at the same time, I was mixing the demos that he was writing and producing, and he was producing for some other artists as well.
Yeah.
And like I was the only mixer he knew, and we were friends. So he was like, here, like maybe you could mix this stuff. And then his stuff started blowing up.
Right.
And he got signed, and the label actually had the songs remixed by somebody else.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Which I mean, because I was,
it's the
some
typical
random
label
person.
process.
It's the label
there's like,
process.
oh, who's this guy who's mixing it?
Yeah.
We're going to get, so and so to mix it.
Yeah.
But
we need a name brand to mix this.
And the counterpoint too is like, y'all fell in love with these songs.
That's true.
How they were.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the thing to me where it's like, I'll never understand that. Sometimes it's a success story, obviously.
Yeah.
But to me, it's like the records were doing great.
Uh-huh.
You fell in love with them. Like, why are we changing it?
Totally.
But anyway,
totally.
that's just my 2 cents. You can stay quiet on it. I know
yeah. I mean, I had mixed like, there were 2 or maybe 2 songs of his that I had mixed that they had a different mixer remix them. But yeah, I was bummed, of course.
Right.
But after that project came out that I didn't mix, and after it kind of did a little bit better, Alexander kind of had gained a bit of a repertoire with his A&R and the label.
Right.
And for the next project, he had a little bit more say in who he worked with. So being the great dude that he is, he was like, let's go back to Yanni. Like, and I'm super grateful for that.
Yeah. I mean, like those mixes that you did for him, like that's when I found out you were a mixer. And I don't remember our first song that got mixed together. I don't know, David Arkwright might have brought you in, or I don't remember what it was.
I'm not sure either.
But you mixed something, and I was like, oh, this is great. Like, I love how you do it.
Nice, dude.
Anyway.
I love that.
It's just like, that's why I remember, like, those Alexander 23 records really blew you both up.
Yeah. I mean, I can't emphasize enough how important that was for me. Because, like, I think every client that I've ever gotten is somehow connected back to Alexander 23.
Right. Yeah.
And that's so huge.
I mean, that's how it is for almost every songwriter, producer, mixer, where it's like you do the thing that blows you up, and
that's
it's
true.
Like,
you're right.
You know what I mean? It's like it's what we all strive for when we're doing